Play, that's a fair ball. What a play from kickoff.
Oh boy. Hey, I hated my first.
And that is destroyed! Tie game! 60. That's in play down the third base line. Peter makes a great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. Jordan Rice heads out. Trey plugged it right. Push over to first and still get Alex hard. Cross, get out, ball later. He might have just missed it. Got it wrong from Jordan Rice. And that's the shot. That's home run play. Steps on second, blows over to first. He actually did it! No, that's a rock up! That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil. Oh! Philip goes to Brock's walk off the season. No! Cross, get out, ball later! And that ball is out of here! Walk-off home run, Jay Gold! That ball's in play. Goes back, he McCann! Nakatoma's playhouse makes the grab! He's running third. He's heading home. Oh, he's out! He's gonna be out! Push it over to first. I don't know if I like it. Oh, that ball is absolutely tattooed! And what a roll! What a roll from Team McCann!
That will do it. The Nighthawks are the 2023 AWA champions.
Flare it up. What a play for Peter McNeil!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to AWA Wiffle Ball 2024 regular season action between the Western Wolfpack and Eastern Enforcers. Enforcers have a chance here today to get the most wins in the AWA, take over the leading record. Right now they sit at 9-6. Wolfpack have a chance to, I mean, if all goes well, get a little bit closer to that second worst place, the Northern Nighthawks. I'm Jack Playhouse, joined by Haley Chamberlain here in the booth. We got a good one tonight. The Enforcers, They are down one person tonight, which will make things interesting, give this struggling Wolfpack team an option. With that, let's look at the starting lineups for both teams.
Alex Harden, Western Washington University.
Thomas Playhouse, Sherwood Elementary.
Jace Pratt, Jackson High School.
Zach Inouye, University of Washington.
Ian Michael, Edmonds Woodway High School.
Chad Curtis, Balso Hard University.
That is your Western Wolfpack starting lineup. Big story there is Thomas Playhouse will be out. He is in a different country right now, Italy to be exact, so they will have to go without the power threat there. Let's take a look at the Eastern Enforcers starting lineup.
Jake Oliver, Seattle Area Pipe Trades.
Joshua Gradwell, Edmonds Woodway High School.
Chase Winkler, Woodmore Elementary.
Jonathan Galgano, Washington State University.
Brock Playhouse, University of America Samoa.
There's your Eastern Enforcers starting lineup. Brock Playhouse will be late, and there's no John Galgano, so they will start with 3. Definitely a task. They are up for the challenge. This Western Wolfpack came here early. The whole team was here early. So they're ready to go and try to get some more wins on that board. With that, we're ready to start game number 1. And here we go. Having a look at Alex Harden on the mound here. He's got a 3.98 ERA, a little bit higher, but his strikeout total is very high per usual. Jake Oliver, captain, talking with Alex Harden right there, about to get this show underway. Jake Oliver wearing the mic. And looking at the field placement, they got Ian Michael at third base, the #1 overall pick from this year's draft. Zach Inouye over at second base, the 2nd overall pick in this year's draft, and then Chad Curtis, who's actually having the best average year on base percentage of this Western Wolfpack team. They're going to need to go on base here against arguably the best 1-2 pitching duo between Jake Oliver and Josh Gradwell. Jake Oliver, first pitch swinging there, out of play, and we are underway here on this gloomy Wednesday afternoon here in Edmonds, Washington. As far as weather goes in the state of Washington, this is pretty bad, late June. At least it's not raining. We'll knock on wood there. Hope not. So he fouls that off. 2-2 is the count. Jake Oliver saying it will rain today. Hopefully that's not the case. Full count now, and if it does rain, maybe we'll get some hot tub interviews going. And that will lead it off with a walk for Jake Oliver, 6-pitch walk. And up steps Chase Winkler, who had a great day last week, wearing that chip patch for his dog that they had to put down last week. But he's average a little bit lower than usual, but his home run total is right where it's expected to be at 5. Swinging right there. Chase Winkler loves that slider. Leads the league in oppo home runs. A little bit of a half swing right there. It'll be no pitch. 61 on the radar. And remain 0-1. Thinks about it there on that high slider. Doesn't go. 2-1, and we've noticed kind of as the first inning progresses, batters are a little bit more timid as far as taking pitches. Jake Oliver got on with a walk, and now Chase Winkler has worked a 2-2 count. Hit him right on the shoulder, and this will be the 2nd consecutive full count at bat for Alex Harden, getting that pitch count up early. That'll be low. Back-to-back walks for Alex Harden after 2 full counts And Josh Gradwell will step in. It'll be a quick kind of 1-2-3 bat. There'll be a lot of batting for the Enforcers, which is definitely a good thing. You know, they want to get those at-bats in, but fielding is definitely a different story. Luckily, they're one of the teams that can kind of get away with it with their pitching, as Josh Gradwell fouls that back. And that is in play to Alex Harden, and there's no play there. Ian Michael is charging the ball there. Tried to make a play there, but unfortunately it fell to Alex and was over to cover third base. And now the bases are loaded with no outs for Jake Oliver, the former MVP and Silver Slugger from 2 years ago. A little bit down year as far as average is concerned for him. And so far we haven't really seen any batters of the Enforcers here able to square up Alex Harden. And that ball, as I said it, out of here. Grand slam, Jake Oliver. And that is a quick way to get things going here. Right when I said no one's able to square it up, Jake Oliver takes Alex Harden yard. That's a bit tough. This Wolfpack team always comes in with such high expectations, you know, trying to get some wins, and that is the last thing you want to see here. No outs still recorded. This could be a story of the best team in the league versus the worst team. Chase Winkler back in after walking in his first at-bat swings. Might have tweaked his back a little bit there. 0-2. Good sign there for Alex Harden. Got him. Strike three on that slow breaker. And that is a much-needed out number one. That ERA inflation can start to go down a bit there for Alex Harden. He'll add on to that prolific strikeout career. The only pitcher in the AWA over 400 career home runs. That's Alex Harden. So he throws a pitch right there for a strike. A lot of that has to do with his sliders looking so hittable, but never really staying in the zone for long. That's 2-1. Fights it off, and this Enforcers team is looking to swing early and often. Bit high, and that'll be another full count for Alex Harden. He's already pitched 24 pitches in this first inning, and that'll be another walk. And up steps Jake Oliver once again. Tough for the Wolfpack. They got to face Jake Oliver every two batters. Definitely not what you wanted to see. And that ball's in play, caught by Zach Inouye. And he just missed that towards the handle of the bat. And that's allowed out number two. Jace Winkler will now step in. See, seems like it was about 30 seconds ago he redshirted the first out of the inning for Alex Harden via the strikeout. It'll be 2-0. That's a hefty swing right there, 2-1. And other than that grand slam, of course, that slider has been, because that's out of play and playable. Ian Michael, what a play to get a long out number three. And Alex Harden will battle back after giving up that grand slam. The score is 4-0 now as we head to the bottom of the first. Here is Josh Gradwell on the mound, the ace for the Enforcers. One of the two pitchers right now that can catch DJ Oliver of the Pilots for Cy Young. Prolific strikeout thrower, 41 Ks and one of the 2 pitchers under that 2 ERA mark. It's looking to even further it here against one of the worst hitting teams in the AWA in the Wolfpack. Zach Inouye will lead it off. And here we go. Zach Inouye will step in. Had a very good hitting performance last time the Wolfpack played. High on base percentage guy. Kind of had a slower start to the year, but he's turned it around. Back in the 300s. No home runs just yet, but he is known for his average and on base. It'll be 3-1 count now. And that'll be a walk. So the first runner of the day for the Wolfpack is on via the walk. Yeah. Here's Ian Michael, the first overall pick after a hot start early in the year. He's looking to kind of bounce back and really help out this Wolfpack team. Pitching's always been an issue, but hitting, they've just scuffled a bit as well. That's a nasty sinker right there from Josh Gradwall for strike 1. Did that hit the bat or hit the arm? For a second we thought it hit the bat there, but it remained 1-1. Another nasty pitch, and this might be the best pitching the Wolfpack have seen so far this year. 2-2. Got him. Strike. Oh, never mind. No pitch there. A little quick on the gun. It looked like it was coming in a little hot. New life for Ian Michael. Fouls it off. And there, the rule in the AWA, we do not have caught third strike. Ian saying feels like it should be an out, but he will be thankful he does still have another opportunity here. Does not go. Thought about it. Now full count. And he'll work a walk after a speed check and a fouled third strike into the catcher's mitt, but Alex Hardwell step up, and kind of the only time Josh Gradwell has run into trouble is innings where he starts walking batters. Could be the start of a good inning here. Alex Hardin's got 2 home runs on the year. His average at 146, definitely not where he's used to seeing it. And that is a tough first pitch. Top left side of the zone right there. 1-1. And that hit it right there, 1-2. He's not getting any benefit of the doubt here with these pitches. That ball is popped out of play. He just missed it. No one's there. That looked like it was over the base. We'll look at the replay. We'll look at the replay right here, but from our angle, we'll appeal to the booth. The call in the field is it went over the bag. And we don't have enough to overturn it. I mean, it's, as long as it's over the inside base, that's all that matters. So the call in the field will stand. It'll be a base hit there for Alex Hardin, and now Jace Pratt will step up. A little bit of a break right there, but it looked like it was over the inside base. We have 2 bases right there. And that might be just what the Wolfpack ordered, as Jace Pratt will step in, hitting fourth. 231 average, 1 home run, 9 RBIs. Not the start he hoped for, but definitely one of the rising stars in this league. Hasn't pitched too much this year. And that'll be a no pitch, 61 on the gun. A nice save me right there, and it looks like Josh Gradwell can't really get a break out there. That is in play. Oh, that'll be out. It hit the batter. So that'll be the first out, but a runner will score. And with that, the first run of the day for the Wolfpack comes in. Chad Curtis will step in. 4-1 the score now.
Was the first one no pitch? Yeah.
So it'll be 0-1 after the first pitch was a no pitch. It'll go to Josh. We'll look at the replay there. Call on the field is out. Looks like it's another fielder's choice. And he got him by a step there. And the lineup will turn over to Ian Michael. In for a strike. Strike 2. Got him, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. But the Wolfpack do get a run. We head to the top of the second. 4-1 is the score.
Yeah, Rainier and Advil. Need a couple or are you good? I like your style.
And here we go, getting ready to start the top of the second inning. 4-1 is the score. Alex Harden throws a first pitch ball to Josh Gradwell. Josh looking like he got a little sun this week.
Oh, I went. Oh!
And he'll call himself there for the strike, 1-1. Cricket strike right there, but unfortunately we do not count that. It'll be 2-1. Inside 3-1. Alex Harden has had a little bit of difficulty with finding the zone here early, and he'll lay off right there for a walk. And he's aboard. Jake Oliver will step up. 1 for 2 with a walk, a home run, and a fly out. Jake Oliver trying to get back to his power hitting where he led the league in home runs last year and the year before. Unfortunately, not even on that top 8 list at the moment. But a grand slam in the first inning is definitely a good sign. 4 home runs now on the year for him as he looks at ball 1. That is in play to Ian Michael. Knock it down. Throw over to first just late. And Josh Gradwell gets all the way over to third base on the throw. Good base running there from Josh Gradwell. And now Chase Winkler will step up. That's a no pitch right there. Chase Winkler 0 for 2 with a flyout, a strikeout, and a walk here early as that is popped out of play just a bit ahead of the slow slider. Be 0-1. Alex Harden's trying to try and find a pitch that was consistent for him. So far, not too much luck here early. 3-1 is the count. And that will walk the bases loaded. Another other than Josh Gradwell. We were here before in the top of the first inning. Bases loaded, no outs. And this whip by Alex Harden is not going to love it. Josh Gradwell 1 for 1 with 2 walks and a single.
There's a guy on third.
One of the few times in the AWA that we will have a ghost runner. As the Enforcers only have 3 players today, as that is out of play. It looked like for a second Alex Harden had a chance, but just not very quick off the mound there. It'll be a foul ball, strike 1.
Yeah. 2030. Big plan. What? When's the dome coming?
The rain is starting to come down here. Players calling for a dome. Maybe that'll be the next year improvement. 2-1. We might be in for a little bit of a rough one here. So that's in play. That's a foul ball. Hit, foul ball.
That was fair.
Did it not hit the root?
Out of play. It was in play.
It bounced right up over Jake.
Yeah, I had to dodge because it was.
I guess they're going to call it in play, and the run will score.
Back this back to it a second.
Yeah, it's just.
Whatever you want.
I mean, I literally thought it was foul. I didn't even look. So I don't even know where you threw it.
Well, we definitely got the guy third. Okay. Well, let's say 1 out, 1 run scored.
Which one is out?
Well, I mean, if you got it, you got it. I wasn't.
Well, it's the first with the that's by the first base runner.
Did he beat that bird a second? 1 out.
So you threw the second?
Yeah.
All right.
What's it say? So first and third. First. How's that first one?
We gotta pay
Oh, good. Keep it cordial. That's it.
Josh,
1 out.
beat the throw. Just a second.
We got 1 out. Hold on. I know that thing's a sucker to score.
So
I scored. Just an out at third.
the runner just at third. Okay.
Just a third. Yeah. Dude, if they would make it just in order, because like singles here, doubles here, triples there.
Okay, and after that scoring, 1 run will come across.
We're getting you that.
The runner will be out at third. Players on the field determined it was in play. So Ian Michael will get the tag over at third base. It'll be 1 out. 5-1 is the score. 2-0 count to Jake Oliver. Now has 4 home runs on the year. 22 RBIs, and that might be out, and it's out of here. A 3-run shot for Jake Oliver. 8-1 now. And Jake Oliver, 5 home runs on the year now, really adding to his RBI total. That's 26 RBIs on the year for Jake Oliver, and he's quickly approaching that 30 RBI mark. Only 3 other players are in there. Moses Valdez with 30, Zane Phillips with 31, and Mark Campanero leads the way with 36. Chase Winkler will look at ball 1. Ball 2. That is 4 runs scored so far in this inning. There's a 6-run cap. The Enforcers were able, and he will swing there to keep the at-bat alive, 3-1 now. The Enforcers were able to get 11 runs this inning. Only way to get that is via a home run as we look at a walk right there. Would set up a potential mercy rule in the second inning. You got to feel for Alex Hart right now. This is one of the best hitting lineups in the AWA. And unfortunately, they don't have too many options out there as far as quality bullpen arms are concerned. Does not go there for ball one.
Oh, way to go, get it. We like it. Hi, Haley.
Almost kills the color commentator there now, 1-1. That's in play into the gap. Chase Winkler will advance to second, and that's a quality single there for Josh Gradwell. I don't know why the second baseman, Zach Inouye, was so far over on the right side of the field there for a righty batter. But nonetheless, Jake Oliver will now step in. He's having himself a game right now. 2 home runs. Quickly moving up that RBI leaderboard. Quickly getting more points for that fantasy lineup if you are not already playing fantasy wiffle ball. Hop on over to playertrader.net. Pick up your lineup. Week 7 starts next Monday, and that ball is going back. That might not be enough. That's in the field of play, and that is the longest single possible in this field. A very long single. Chase Winkler will score from second base. Good heads up running there. And still with only 1 out, 5 runs have come across in this inning. And that'll be no pitch on that first pitch for Alex Harden.
I'm not going to sit here and swing at 65 and let it be a strike. That's okay. How many times
2-0.
pitches that are over and we call them? Well, it ain't 65. 65, 61, same thing.
Nasty changeup right there. 2-1. 2-1 is the count here. Chase Winkler. Runners on first and second. Runs are at 5 for this inning. There's a 6-run cap per inning for innings 1 and 2. So 4 in the first, 5 so far, and that is just out of play. 2-2 on another slow breaker from Alex Harden. Got him, strike 3, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And now Josh Gradwell will step right back up. 2 for 3 in game number 1 with a single, another single, and a fielder's choice. So he is getting it in play here. Ball 1. 2-0 count. Hardy swing right there. 2-1 count now.
Oh, I thought I was waiting for
3-1. I guess the good news for the Wolfpack is the rain has stopped again. But it doesn't look like Alex Harden's having too much fun out there. After giving up 9 runs so far in the top of the second. And that'll be ball 4 for Josh Gradwell. Now the bases are loaded again for who else but Jake Oliver. He's 4 for 5 in today's game. 2 home runs, 2 singles, and a flyout. Let's get a little bit of a bird flyover right there.
Oh. Sorry. Can you just go a second? Sorry.
Nope, no pitch right there.
0-0. Okay, here we go. All right, bud.
Bit low right there for ball 1 to Jake Oliver. 2-0. 3-0, and a walk right here would end the inning. Seemed a little fast there. But he fouls it off. 3-1.
We're down to 3.
3-1 count here to Jake Oliver. Bit of a dingers or nothing situation here. He'll swing there, I guess. Full count. And that will walk in the 6th run of the inning. And we'll stop it right there for the top of the second. We head to the bottom of the second inning. 10-1 is the score. And after that, the good news for the Wolfpack is they avoid the mercy rule. So that's out of play. We will play 3 innings. It's always quality when you can avoid the mercy rule. Ian Michael will step in. And that ball is going back. Chase Winkler going back, and that's a solo home run. 2nd of his career. There you go. He's got the parrot. 10-2. Not very often Josh Gradwell gives up a home run, but he does so to the #1 overall pick right there. And that might give the Wolfpack a little more life. That ball looked like it was hanging up for a very long time. Chase Winkler almost had a play at it over at first. And that's in play. And a nice play there from Chase Winkler to get over and cover the ground with only 2 fielders. That'll be the first out of the inning. Jace Pratt will step in. That's a hard hit ball past Jake Oliver.
Oh my God.
And that'll be 1 extra base. That almost got Jace Pratt. That'll be scored as a single with an error on Jake Oliver, but if that ball was on line, that might have been an out there. That's fouled out of play for Chad Curtis. It'll be a quick 0-2. Runner in scoring position in the form of Jace Pratt over at second base. And that'll be a quick 3-strike pitch. 3-strike out for Chad Curtis. 2nd out of the inning. Lineup turns over to Zach Inouye, who's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout up to this point. But look right there, 3 straight kind of quality hits off Josh Gradwell is definitely a good sign. Does not go. Two and 0 count now to Zach Inouye. Looking to keep that average above that 300 mark. Definitely a tall task. That'll be high, a 4-pitch walk to Zach Inouye. Runners on 1st and 2nd. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd. And up steps Ian Michael, who had a walk and a home run in today's game. And if Ian Michael can start getting it going for the Wolfpack, definitely promising signs for the 3-12 squad. 2-0 count. Nasty pitch right there. Drop ball, 2-1 count. Another nasty drop, evens the count, 2-2. Almost goes for it, but that'll make the count full. Runners on first and second. Wolfpack down 10-2 here. Wolfpack are the home team, so they will get another chance to tack on some more runs in the bottom of the third. And that's in play to Jake Oliver. Bobbles it and will hit Jace Pratt. Looked like Jace Pratt had a chance to get to third, but he went to go and look at Jake Oliver there. Can't get over, and that will end the inning. We head to the top of the third. 10-2 remains the score. And here we go, getting ready to start the top of the third inning. And that ball is going back, and that is absolutely crushed. Chase Winkler, solo home run. After hitting 2 home runs last week, he's back with another home run. It's 11-2 now. Starting to pour it on here for the Wolfpack. You gotta start thinking about game 2 and 3. Not saying this game's over, but definitely tall task right here. Look at ball 1. 1-1. 1-2. Alex Harn really mixing in some heaters right there. 2-2 count. Full count. They reload on balls here. Missed throw right there, and that will be a walk for Josh Gradwell. He will get on. The Wolfpack are trying to figure out how to get out of this inning. Getting the first out of each inning has been tough up to this point. Forcers put 4 runs in the first, 6 in the second, and now Jake Oliver will step in. He's having a great day at the plate, 4 for 5 with 2 balls in the current count, hitters count. 3-0.
No, I can swing. It was more just like an elbow protection.
And that will walk Jake Oliver. Now runners on first and second. And once again steps Chase Winkler. Hit a solo shot in his first at bat, 0-1. And that is a slow roller for strike number 2, 0-2. Alex Hard needs to try and getting out right here. Could get worse pretty quick. Ball misses there outside, 2-2. Just outside, and we have another full count for the Enforcers. Chase Winkler will not bite, and now the bases are loaded with no outs like we've seen in innings 1 and 2. Josh Gradwell will step in.
I'm gonna throw him over to your right. I got that shot in the bag.
2 for 3. 2 singles and a fielder's choice, as well as 4 walks. Big on-base percentage. Ball 1.
Oh, geez, right
Swing in there, 1-1. Josh said he wants to get this game going. 1-2 count. A little bit of a spike there from Alex Harden. Got him strike 3, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Much needed strike. And Jake Oliver will step in again. He's been on base 7 of his 8 at-bats, helping out the on-base percentage as well as the average, as that is out of play into the bushes. Aim for the bushes, 0-1. 0-2. And this Enforcers team, I don't know if they're trying to help out Alex here, but they've been swinging away here in the 3rd inning. It almost came back in for a strike, but will go low, 1-2 count. A little bit of velo on that riser there from Alex Harden, 2-2. Full count to Jake Oliver. That's a hard hit ball foul. Will remain full count as Jake Oliver will reload some balls here for Alex Harden. Fouls it back, almost kills us again, and we'll look at the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Just low, and that will walk in a run. 12-2 now the score. And Alex Harden frustrated right there. He almost had Jake Oliver there, but not many pitchers have been able to get Jake Oliver out this year. Chase Winkler will step in, walked in his last plate appearance. Looks at ball 1. Big hack right there on the high slider, 1-1 count. 2-1. 3-1. He'll lay off of that one. 13-2 now in game number 1. It's getting a little bit out of control here for the Wolfpack. Alex has just got to try and find the zone here. Balls in plays result in outs. Walks will not. This is coming after. Is that slow Ephus pitch right there from Alex Harden after another veteran of the year of the league, Peter McNeil, got roughed up a bit on short rest last week. That's in play, and no one can make the play. An error right there from Ian Michael would have been the second out.
That's runner's interference, right? It would have been if you made contact with him.
Would have been the second out of the inning, and unfortunately can't come up with the play. The lineup will continue here. Jake Oliver will step in. 2-0 count to Jake Oliver. Just trying to get him out right here. That's in play. That'll be a fair ball. Alex Harden can't come up with it. Another run will score. Just tough out there today for the Wolfpack. (15-2). Unfortunately, I did not catch that. That ball is popped up kind of in no man's land. Alex Harden will make the play. That'll be the second out of the inning. 2 outs on the play. They thought it was 3. They had a chance to get 3 before that play, but unfortunately 2 errors keep them in the field. And now the Wolfpack just need 1 more out to get out of this nightmare game. That ball is just foul. Josh Gradwell, known for his long foul balls, just to the left of it. That ball is in play.
That's a Jake Oliver play, right on the root.
And that, I don't know why no one went over to make that play. That definitely was catchable. Landed right in the field of play. 0-2 count. Now it'll be 1-2. There's just a kind of a lack of effort from this Wolfpack team as he does not go there. Got him. Strike 3. And we are headed to the bottom of the third. 15-2 the score. Weird things have happened, but, you know, who knows? We'll see what the Wolfpack can do. And here we go. Alex Harden will step in here in this blowout. We'll see if they can tack together some runs here. Alex Harden looks at a first pitch. It thought about going fair for a second, but it'll be a foul ball, 1-1. One and 2 to Alex Harden. That is a nasty pitch right there. And that'll be the first out of the inning for Josh Gradwell.
That was a good one.
I guess Jake Oliver was trying to throw the ball over to Chase Winkler and threw the ball right over the fence. As Jace Pratt will step in, hard swinging strike 1. Another beautiful pitch there from Josh Gradwell, and Jace Pratt is in a bit of a hole here. 0-2. Got him on 3 pitches, quick 2 outs, and the Enforcers are 1 out away from securing the dub in game 1 and putting this Wolfpack team out of their misery. Strike 1 to Chad Curtis. 0-2, and the Wolfpack are down to their final strike. Fouls it off. Chase Winkler just sitting over at first. Say a little disrespectful, I'd say, in a blowout like this. Don't know if that'll go over well in the league office. Fouls it out of play. Remains 0-2. Got him, strike 3, and that'll end game 1, a blowout. And we will get right into game 2. Reset the lineups. We'll be back shortly.
Jake, you have been summoned.
Tell Thomas we need one first flight back home tomorrow, alright?
Yeah, I'm not giving you around. Jake also threw one over. Yeah, I gotta go get that one.
And we're going to send it down to Robert, who has Jake Oliver after a huge game there. Robert, take it away.
All right, Jake. Big homers there. What did you see in the pitching?
I've seen Alex a lot. I know he throws sliders, risers mainly, and that's what I like to hit. So hopefully just put a good swing on a couple and yep.
If we do expect the weather to turn, how do you think that will affect the game in game 2 and 3?
It's still kind of muggy, so I mean, I don't know if that does anything, but it kind of feels like balls are staying in the air a little longer. But I don't know. That's for Joe.
All right, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Back to the booth, guys.
Thank you, Robert. And we will start game 2 here shortly. Ian Michael will be on the mound for the Western Wolfpack.
We're away, right?
Morgan.
Yo, that's crazy.
Jack. Chance Justice.
Probably Cluxton.
Chance Justice.
Chance.
I'm still gonna go Barrett. I'm still gonna say Barrett. That'd be Grant Newman probably.
It's your brother, honestly.
Mark.
Brock.
Brock Playhouse.
Brock.
Yeah.
Josh Gradwell.
Who could not date my daughter? Zach Geloff.
Trey Cluxton.
Probably Brock.
I'd let everybody date my daughter because they're all fine young gentlemen.
Me.
And here we go, ready to start game number 2. Eastern Enforcers will be the home team in game number 2. And that was a blowout, to say the least, in game number 1. Might have been the biggest run differential we've seen all year, and that's a quick 0-2 for the Wolfpack and Zach Inouye. Not exactly what you want to see here early. But Josh Gradwell, 2 earned runs in that. He gets a strikeout right there, first out of the game.
It's 4 now. No way. It went from 10 to 4 in like 6 days. No, it did not. Yeah.
But Josh Gradwell threw 2 earned runs in the game 1, and unfortunately that's one of the few pitchers that does not help their ERA. He'll increase a little bit. He's in the high 1.9s. A nice hack right there from Ian Michael. Be 1-1 count. That's a hard hit ball in no man's land. Almost kills Josh Gradwell. And Ian Michael is aboard with a hard single. And that will break up any possibilities of a perfect game or a no-hitter. Alex Harden is back in. He'll be playing third base in game 2. Ian Michael, the first overall pick, will take over the bump for him as he looks at ball 1. Quick 2-0, and Alex Harden really hugging that inside line there. Does not go. 3-0. Thought about it. That'll be a 4-pitch walk to Alex Harden. And now Jace Pratt will step in. Started to find some success late against Josh Gradwell in that. It's a bit high right there for ball 1. Nice pitch there, top of the zone, 1-1 count to Jace Pratt. Looks at a pitch right down the middle now, 1-2. Slow pitch right there, misses high. 2-2. Does well to fight that off. Live to see another pitch. Got him, strike 3 on the slow slider. Be the second out of the inning. Chad Curtis will step in. Chad Curtis looks at ball 1 from Josh Gradwall. A nasty pitch right there on the inside. 1-1. Using every part of that zone here early. 1-2 count to Chad Curtis. And that almost hit. But it will be 2-2 count now. Outside, full count to Chad Curtis. And he will take ball 4 after a great battle back there after being down 0-2. And Zach Inouye will step in here. Struck on his last at bat, but one of the better on-base percentage hitters in the league. Trying to put together a string of hits here to get to the enforcers early. Inside, ball 1. Three and 0 count. Nice 3-0 pitch right there from Josh Gradwall. Good battle back now. Full count after starting 3-0. 2 outs here, bases loaded, full count. Nice emergency hack right there. Would have been ball 4, but it'll remain full count. And he will walk in the first run for the Wolfpack in game number 1. This is the first lead of the day for the Western Wolfpack. Definitely something they haven't seen too often. Now Ian Michael step in, really on a tear here against Josh Gradwell. Has had a home run. He hit a single in his last at-bat here in game 2. Ian Michael was saying pregame he was not happy about Thomas Playhouse missing today's game. We'll be talking to him after this. Great hack right there. Just gets by him 0-1. Thought about it, but did not chase 1-1. Josh Gradwell doing very well mixing up the pitch speeds. He's got a fast one, then a slow one. And that is a nasty pitch right there to even the count, 2-2. Fights it off. It will be 2-2. With 2 outs here in the top of the first. Big spot for Ian Michael in the Wolfpack. Thought about it, but did not go. Now another full count for Josh Gradwell. Got him. And it saved by the radar, 61. Barely a speed check. And this is the second time Ian Michael's been helped out by that gun today. And I'll wait. Not a speed check, and that will be a strikeout to end the inning for Josh Gradwell, but not without the Wolfpack taking their first lead of the day.
good. Oh man, Alex got to do everything tonight, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Right?
You're DH and you're at first.
Ian Michael will be on the mound for the Wolfpack. Looking at his repertoire, definitely one of the harder throwers in the league. Often has trouble keeping it below that 61 mph limit. When he stays below 61, he has been very solid.
Hey, I'm swinging at that and not seeing it.
Some warm-up pitches here. Definitely a little bit higher ERA than he thought he'd have coming into it, but definitely a situation of, you know, such like the Trevor May, baseball pitcher converting into a wiffle ball pitcher, not the other way around. That's why the Gradwells have had so much success in their careers, short careers. They came in as polished wiffle ball pitchers and have had that success early. Ian Michael, Trevor May, baseball pitchers first, trying to kind of figure it out over time. And now Jake Oliver will step in. I'm not totally sure what pitches he has in his arsenal. I think he's just kind of a flamethrower up there. 3-0 count to Jake Oliver. That is in play, and that somehow goes out. Jace Pratt looked like he had a chance to make the play, took a step in before he went back on a play that, a home run that could easily been robbed. And just like that, Jake Oliver has tacked on another RBI and tied this game up. Definitely had a chance to make a play there. Chase Pratt caught a little flat-footed. We'll go over to Chase Winkler. Looks at 2-0 count. 2-1 count now. No outs here. Bottom of the first. 3-1 count. We'll see if Ian Michael can have a little more success against these enforcers hitters than Alex Harden did. You can already tell just right after that home run where they tied the game. Didn't last very long, that lead the Wolfpack had, but the energy kind of up and playable. Jace Pratt makes a nice play there for the first out of the inning, first out of the game for the Wolfpack. And often that's been the toughest part for the Wolfpack, is getting that first out. Jake Oliver swinging there, 0-1. That's in play to Ian Michael. He'll throw over to second, and it would have been in time, but unfortunately Ian Michael can't make the play. That'll be a single on the play for Jake Oliver. It's tough right there. They had a shot. And now Chase Winkler will step up again after he walked in his first plate appearance here in game number 2. Looking to continue that home run streak. We saw a record amount of home runs on Monday, 15 in the series. Record we never thought we'd see. And that would have, a foul ball right there would have killed any spectators on the couch there. That ball's just foul. Had the distance, but it'll be a long strike 2 to Chase Winkler, 1-2. Got him, strike 3, and that'll be the second out of the inning. And just like that, there are 2 outs with runners on first and second, and Josh Gradwell will step in after flying out to Jace Pratt in his first at-bat in this inning. This Enforcer team getting a lot of at-bats. Only 3 men as he looks at a foul ball on the first pitch. One and one. A little bit of a sword foul ball right there. 1-2 count. And Ian Michael has a chance to get out of this inning. The score remained tied. Nasty pitch right there, but a bit quick. Bit quick right there on the gun. Let's look at a little bit of a flyover right here over AWA Field. There's been a lot of speed checks in this game. Not something that happens very often in this league. Thought about it, but it'll now go to full count. Does not go, and that will walk the bases loaded. Now, after not being able to get out Josh Gradwell, unfortunately, Ian Michael's got to face none other than Jake Oliver, who's already 2 for 2 in the first inning with a home run and a single. Jake Oliver. First pitch swinging right there, strike 1. Doesn't go right there, 1-1 count. 2-1. Jake Oliver's average already up to 430 after that impressive game 1. He's already got 6 home runs, really fighting back to get into that home run leaderboard. Full count.
Yeah.
Fouls it off right there. And it'll remain full count. The bases loaded here in the bottom of the first. And that will walk in a run for the Enforcers, and they have taken the lead yet again. Two-1 is the score here in game 2 after the Enforcers took the dub in game number 1. Look at ball 1 right there. 2-0. 3-0. And Ian Michael kind of turned to the eephus pitch right here. So he will elicit a swing right there. Now 3-1 count.
Oh my God. Can't catch up to it.
Full count to Chase Winkler. That ball is going back and right to Zach Inouye. And we will head to the top of the second. Enforcers only tack on 2, so the best pitching performance we've seen so far. Still got some work to do.
only two we've had today where it's about all the players.
I walked one and then got it out.
You're up. I ran there.
I'm gonna hold him right there.
I can't say the natural field and the back field. I'm passing that. We're getting close. We give everybody the field too. So, yeah. Well, except last game, I gave a fifth person.
Oh, baby. Dude, all it took was two. Now you're buck 80. It does just happen. So, remember how it's off the leaderboard? I was just down to like sub 100. Yeah. A lot of pressure.
All right, and we are back after a little bit of troubleshooting over here. Will now be the top of the second inning. Alex Harden will step in. And that's a hard hit ball to Jake Oliver. Will knock it down, throw over to first, and that will be a single there for Alex Harden. Tough play to make. Jake Oliver had a chance to make the throw, but unfortunately went a bit wide there. Jace Pratt will step in. 0 for 1 with a strikeout on his first at bat, and that's a hefty swing right there on that dropper. That's in play, slow roller to Jake Oliver, and he can't come up with it. And Jace Pratt is on with another single. And once again, the Wolfpack got something cooking here. Going right after Jake Oliver, hasn't been able to come up with a play just yet. Chad Curtis will step in. A little bit of a ephus there for ball one. Fouls it back. High there, now 3-1 count. And that will walk the bases loaded with no outs. And the Wolfpack got something cooking here in the top of the second inning. Josh Grad will run into a little bit of trouble here in game number 2.
Oh, yeah.
Ball 1, Zach Inouye. Ball 2, and this is where we've noticed a little bit of struggling from Josh Gradwell. A little bit of command issues in innings. 3-0 count. And that will walk in the tying run for the Wolfpack. Still no outs here at the top of the second inning. See Jake Oliver, he might come in here to relieve Josh Gradwell if he can't figure it out. The Wolfpack have already put together the same amount of runs they had in game number 1. Strike one right there. One count. 2-1. Ian Michael 1 for 2 in game 2 with a single and a strikeout. Hefty swing right there. Even the count 2-2. Full count.
3-2.
Ian Michael, no out still. Bases loaded. He will fight that off. Might have landed for a strike there. Now we'll walk in the go-ahead run for the Wolfpack. They have the lead again. And Josh Gradwell having a little bit of issues here with command here in the top of the second.
Okay, guys.
Now Alex Harden will step in a big spot here, 1-for-1 with a walk and a single in game 2. This is kind of as good as it gets for hitting Josh Gradwell in the league. That ball is in no man's land. Chase Winkler will make the play. Chad Curtis was not thinking about tagging. And that'll be the first out of the inning. Nasty first pitch right there to Jace Pratt, 0-1. 0-2. Hit his arm right there. So it'll be a ball there, 1-2 count. Got him, strike 3 on a pitch that was 3 feet above the zone. And now Chad Curtis will step in with the bases loaded. They've had bases loaded in both innings and have only been able to score 3 runs. They have the lead, but they're definitely going to need more than that if they want to try and take down this Enforcers team. Ball 1 from Josh Gradwell. Hits Chad Curtis there, 2-0. 3-0 count now. Chad Curtis swinging over the top of that drop ball now, 3-1 count. Swung at consecutive pitches that would have been ball 4, and now it's full count. Got him, strike 3, and Chad Curtis strikes out to end the inning. The Wolfpack get the lead back, but strand 3 runners, and we head to the bottom of the second. 3-2 is the score.
No, that's how I get DM. I wanted to swing, brother. I'm just kidding.
Here we go, getting ready to start bottom of the second inning. It's a foul ball there from Josh Gradwell, 0-1. 0-2. Forcers are the home team in game number 2. That's in play to Alex Harden. He'll knock it down, throw over to first, and get the out. Great play there from Alex Harden. That's a huge boost to the pitching confidence of Ian Michael right there. Got him by a step there via instant replay. That'll be the first out, and Jake Oliver will step in. Jake Oliver will step in. Ball 1. Two and 0. Jake Oliver 2 for 2 in game 2. That's in play. Back to Alex Harden. He can't field it cleanly. Jake Oliver is back on base. And Chase Winkler will now step in. Ball one. That ball is popped up to Jace Pratt, and he will make the play for the second out of the inning. Jake Oliver will hold it first, and just like that, Josh Gradwell is back up.
Swing the god darn bat.
0-1.
Gosh darn it. And then I swoo.
Josh Gradwell getting a little annoyed out there.
I already know. All right.
0-2. That's in play. He'll step on first, and they will get out of the inning. The first scoreless inning recorded by the Wolfpack today. And we're headed to the top of the third. 3-2 remains the score. And here we go, getting ready to start. Top of the third inning, Wolfpack are back up hitting. They're going to need to tack on a few more runs if they want to have a chance at securing this dub here. Zach Inouye steps in. Ball one from Josh Gradwell. And even with the struggles Josh Gradwell's had in inning 2 and 1, still the Wolfpack have only managed to get 3 runs. So good damage mitigation there done by Josh Gradwell. Nice little hack right there from Zach Inouye for 2-1 count. 2-2. Fouls it back. Remain 2-2. Got him. Strike 3, and that'll be the first out of the inning for Josh Gradwell and the Enforcers, playing with 3 men today. Ian Michael will step in, 1 for 2 in game 2 with a single, a strikeout, and a walk. Thinks about swinging there, but will be a strike regardless, 0-1. Just a bit outside, 1-1. Swing over the top of that dropper, 1-2 count. Fouls it back and almost kills us once again. 1-2 count.
I'm contacting the bat. She's already. I'm terrified up here already.
Hits the bat, remains 1-2. You get it? 2-2 count now to Ian Michael. And that's a nasty pitch, but a speed check right there. You knew it immediately when you saw Josh Gradwell's reaction. And it'll remain 2-2. Bit of a marathon at bat. 8th pitch of the at bat coming up for Ian Michael and Josh Gradwell.
1-2.
Got him. Strike 3, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
What was that?
And now Alex Harden will step in. 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out, as well as a walk to his name here in game number 2. Trying to put together some more runs if they want to try and lock down the dub in the bottom half of the third. We'll foul it off, 1-1 count to the team captain of his 5th season in the AWA. As that's going back. Alex Harden solo shot. 4-2. Wolfpack tack on another run. Definitely needed that. His 3rd home run of the year after finishing 2nd in home runs last year. Bit of a slower start, but that's got to feel good. Jace Pratt steps in, 1 for 3 in game number 2. Ball's just popped up, and he can't make the play. That's in play. I don't know what Jace Pratt is doing, and that's terrible. That is terrible. It's probably one of the worst plays I've ever seen. He had 8 opportunities to get to first, and he just said, no, I don't want to go to first. Let's count. Oh, you can go. Oh, yeah, throw the bat at him. Why not? Oh, and out. That's terrible. Well, we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. 4-2 is the score. And here we go. Bottom of the 3rd. Wolfpack trying to get that coveted 4th win of the season. Uncharted territory for this Wolfpack team as that drops low. Last year they finished with 3 wins, including the postseason. If you're just joining the AWA, it's every team does make the playoffs. But it's a wild card. That's a hard hit ball. And that ball looked like for a second it might go out, but Jake Oliver's been on a tear here in this series. His average and on-base percentage is exploding, as well as the 3 home runs he's had today, catapulting himself up the stat leaderboards. And now Chase Winkler will step in. Chase Winkler 0 for 3 with a strikeout and 2 flyouts here in game 2. That's a foul ball just down the line for a loud out or strike number 1. Ball comes out a little funky for me and Michael. Will be a 1-1 count. Slow pitch right there for the 2nd strike, 1-2. Sinker misses, evens the count. Me and Michael will reload on balls. Just outside now, full count to Chase Winkler in a big spot here. Would be the tying run. And he will lose Chase Winkler via the walk. And now the go-ahead run steps to the plate with no outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Josh Gradwell, 0 for 3 here in game number 2. With a fly out, 2 ground outs, and a walk. He has not struck out, though, so that's a positive. That ball is going back. It's got a chance, and it's just short. And that would have been a walk-off home run, but it comes up just 2 feet short for a loud out number 1.
That was 4 feet short. No.
Jake Oliver will now step up. And that's a big out for the Wolfpack and Ian Michael. And now he's got to be careful here facing Jake Oliver, who's been on a tear. Nearly impossible to get out. Does not go. Ball 1. Two and oh, and honestly, a walk here wouldn't be the worst thing here for the Wolfpack. I can tell you a walk-off 3-run home run would. 3-0 count now to Jake Oliver. We'll see if he's got the green light. I imagine he does. Don't know if he really wants to walk here. He will swing on the 3-0. Definitely needed that. 4-2 is the score here. Wolfpack leading the way. That is popped up to Jace Pratt. He'll make the catch and step on first. Josh Gradwell had no idea how many outs there were, and the Wolfpack win game 2. Wolfpack get their 4th win of the year on a miscommunication from bad base running, and we will get right into game number 3 here shortly as we put the lineups in, but a mental error there from Josh Gradwell. We'll be back shortly after we get an interview from Robert.
Ian, let me grab you. You've been summoned. You sure you don't want to chat? No, he doesn't. No, you're pitching, bro.
And we are all set to send it down to Robert, who's got starting pitcher Ian Michael with him. Robert, take it away.
All right, Ian. Struggle season so far. Can you carry some momentum after that second game?
We're hoping to carry that momentum into Game 3 and do a job today.
Well, what's that job entail in Game 3?
Win the series.
That's it? That's all you got?
Yeah, win the series.
All right, back to the booth.
Appreciate it there, Robert, and we will get right into game number 3 as we kind of load up the scoring here. Wolfpack will be home team in game number 3.
Good luck, fellas. Thanks for coming, man. Good job. I'll see you guys next Monday. Yeah. Jake, just swap you and him.
All right, and here we go, ready to start game number 3. After a surprising turn of events, after an absolute demolishing of the Wolfpack in game number 1, they figured out a way to rebound, and even the series honestly could be the upset of the year up to this point, to be completely honest.
Wolfpack.
And this Wolfpack team, I don't know what they're doing. They're just kind of they're just celebrating their 4th win of the season. I don't blame them. This is their best record they've had in over 2 years. Color commentators laughing. They're 4-13 and they are celebrating like they just won the Stanley Cup. But if they can figure out a way to win in game 3, they might just be a contender. I don't want to say, I mean, everyone makes the playoffs. I don't want to say they're going to make a run, but winning a series against this Enforcers team is very hard to do. And I think he meant to throw that at me. Allowed foul bar. That is in play to Alex Hart. He'll throw over to first. Nice pick. We'll look at the replay. It looked upon first glance that he was safe, but we will look at the replay here. Really nice pick there from Chad Curtis. Ooh, that's close. If we rewind it a little bit there. Let's see right when the ball hits into the hand. What do you think, Booth? That is tough. Might be bang, bang. Ooh.
I saw out. I did too. I felt out. You were looking the other way. What do you mean?
Calling the field is safe. Yeah. And he's safe upon further review.
I'll stand.
And that is a great hustle play right there from Jake Oliver. But a great play all around from the Wolfpack as well. Tough they didn't come up with it. Chase Winkler, almost the exact same play. He'll throw over to first. And this time, Chad can't hold on to it. You think that was on the transfer? Yeah, that was definitely not the transfer. That is tough. That's another, that's an error right there from Chad Curtis. And then all of a sudden, they got runners on the corners when it almost was 2 outs. And that almost killed our color commentator here.
Sorry. I set like 4 up there today.
1-1 count. 2-1 count. And that's a hard hit ball to Zach Inouye. He'll knock it down. Unfortunately, no play there. And that's a quality hit right there. And the Enforcers tack on the first run of the game.
No, yeah, first and third before. We good? Alright, game on.
Jake Oliver will step in. Pitch that's just a bit high there. 1-0.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Nasty pitch right there. 1-1 count.
Speed check, yeah, I guess. 63.
So no pitch upon further review there, as it was 63. If you just joined us, 61 is a speed check. 60 is okay. Puts it right around the MLB average of 90 miles per hour. 2-0 count here to Jake Oliver. Does not go, and now 3-0 count. Nice hack right there. Now 3-1 count. Jake Oliver's been on a tear here in this series. Is that right when I hype him up? What the heck is going on? I don't know what was going on there from Chad Curtis, but that was an easy out. For whatever reason, he just didn't go for it. We kind of run into this issue with the Wolfpack from time to time. This level of effort is just nowhere near the league average. That'll walk. Jake Oliver, bases are loaded. And Chase Winkler will step in, hit a single in his first plate appearance here in game number 3. Kind of a lot at stake here. As it's a rubber match between the Wolfpack and the Enforcers. A lot of playoff implications in this interleague matchup. Enforcers part of the National League, Wolfpack part of the American League. And this will be the final game of week 6. Week 7 will kick off next Monday. And that ball is going back, and that is an absolute shot from Chase Winkler. Grand slam. And now it is 5-0. And here we go. After that tank right there, 5 runs, still no outs here in the top of the first, and definitely not how Wolfpack wanted to start this game. Two and one count to Josh Gradwell. And this booth is just getting flamed back here. Full count.
That's my signature pitch. I ain't swinging that.
To Josh Gradwell.
We've been kind of quick. Yeah, we played out.
Does not go, and that will be a walk for Josh Gradwell. This is not the inning Ian Michael wanted. No outs here in the top of the first.
That's what I said.
That ball is popped up, and just as he checks how many outs there are, that'll be the first. Nice out there for the Wolfpack. That's in play. Chase Winkler will not run to first. That'll be the second out of the inning. A quick 2 outs. But the runner at first will advance to second in the form of Josh Gradwell. He'll come in to hit. Jake Oliver will take his spot over at second base.
Thank you, brother. All right?
Swinging over the top of that one. 1-0. Slider gets away from Ian Michael. Fouls it back, now 1-2.
Yeah. You're good. I was expecting it.
Nails him there, 2-2. He'll step out a bit to get nailed right there. Not a great spot. Not as bad as where Dylan Carroll got nailed on Monday. Probably a close second.
That's okay. I kind of like lead into it, so that's on me.
Got him strike 3, and we are heading to the bottom of the first, but not after the enforcers tag on 5 via a grand slam from Chase Winkler. 5-0. About to start the bottom of the first inning. 5-0. Josh Gradwell will not be pitching for the Enforcers as he's out of eligibility. So we'll get a first look at Jake Oliver on the mound. Jake Oliver has about 8 pitches in his arsenal. And he's having one of his better years in the league. Pitching-wise, he's no longer the ace of the team. That falls to Josh Gradwell. But between the Nighthawks, the Stingers, one of the top 3 rotations, 1 and 2 all together in the league, and that's kind of how you get success in this league. He's got a hefty 5-0 lead already here in the bottom of the first. Definitely more than he's usually working with. Zach Inouye will lead it off for the Wolfpack. Here we go. As the walk-up song kind of plays in the middle of the at-bat, they'll wait a little bit. inside corner 0-1. That is in no man's land, and Josh Gradwell cannot come up with it. Normally would have been an easy play for the second baseman, but that's a nice infield single there from Zach Inouye. First batter of the day is on for the Wolfpack. And now Ian Michael will step in. Having a good series altogether. Had a home run in game number 1. He looks at a ball right there. Pitched excellently in game 2. A little bit roughed up in game 3 here in the first inning, but should settle into his role here. Looks at ball 2. Low there. It'll be 3-0 count. And these first innings for both pitchers have not been easy. It's hard to get out of the inning. Nice swing right there, but it's a speed check there. Will remain 3-0. 5-0 the score here in the bottom of the first. Enforcers on top in the rubber match between the Wolfpack and the Enforcers. Almost swung there, but he does not go on a pitch that was sub 35 miles per hour. And we got runners on first and second, with Alex Harden now stepping in a big spot here, trying to come back from this 5-0 deficit. Alex Harden wearing the TikTok mic. See if that'll provide a little luck for him. Jake Oliver wore it in game 1 and hit 2 home runs in the game. And that ball is outside for ball 1. Jake Oliver having a little bit of difficulty here. Alex Harden swinging over the screwball right there, evens the count 1-1. Another nasty pitch on the inside corner. Alex Harden swings over the top of it. Would have been a strike regardless. 1-2 count. Alex Harden steps out, collects himself here. Thought about it, but does not go. 2-2 count. Had a home run in game number 2. Really cement that Wolfpack win. Swinging there, strike 3 for the first out of the inning for the Wolfpack. Now Chad Curtis will step in. Jace Pratt had to leave. He was here with the team in games 1 and 2. They were able to split those games. Wolfpack sitting at 10-7. A win here would tie them with the Pacific Pilots for the best record in the AWA. Wolfpack sitting at 4-13. Worst record in the AWA. But within reach of the Northern Nighthawks at 7-11. Second worst record in the AWA as Chad Curtis looks at 2 balls there. Here on this gloomy late June day here in Edmonds, Washington. Some of the worst weather we've seen this late into this summer. Not a great sign. But good for the grass as Chad Curtis swings. Make the count 3-1. We're hoping we can keep this grass green throughout August, but we've already starting to see some gray or yellow out in the field, as that's a full count now for Chad Curtis. That hit his bat, hit his hand.
We can no pitch it if we want.
We'll do it. we'll do a no pitch there. You think it was ricochet? We'll look at the replay. So we're checking for a potential lean in. Let's see, did it hit his hand? So we cut to it right here. Looks like it hit his hand. That'll be ball 4. And I mean, just from the immediate reaction from the players, would have assumed Chad would have immediately started walking over to first, but he kind of stayed by it, so we weren't totally sure. But replay confirms it hit his hand, and now the bases are loaded with 1 out. Lineup turns over. Zach Inouye will step in. Looks at ball 1. Had a single in his first plate appearance. Thought about it, but it'll be low. 2-0. Fouls it back. We've been getting peppered back here. Color commentator does not like it. Nasty pitch, top right, but no pitch, 61. It'll remain 2-1. Bit of a break there for Zach Inouye. Does go there. Evens the count 2-2. Got him. Strike 3. That'll be the second out of the inning. And we've seen this before from the Wolfpack. They managed to get the bases loaded, but hitting them in is a different story. Best chance right here is Ian Michael. He's been an on-base machine in this series, walked in his last plate appearance. But a hit in the gap would go a very long way. They got some decent speed out on the base paths. Jake Oliver misses high. Ball 1. Inside, 2-0. Jake Oliver likes to kind of pitch around the better hitters in lineups. See if he kind of takes that approach here against Ian Michael. And left that one wide, 3-0. And if Ian Michael's able to keep this at-bat going, the go-ahead run would be on deck in the form of Alex Harden.
Oh my God.
And he missed a dinger pitch right there, 3-1. Jake Oliver, a little bit of a sigh of relief there as he almost gave up a grand slam. Knew he didn't really locate that eephus where he wanted to. And he'll spike it there. The Wolfpack are now on the board. And the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Alex Harden. Had a home run in game number 2. He's got a chance to tie this game right here in the bottom of the first with 2 outs. Bases loaded. For whatever reason, almost every pitcher in today's game has had difficulty getting out of the first inning. So Ian Michael gave up 4 runs at the top of the first here, and now Jake Oliver in a bit of a situation here with the bases loaded. Ball 1 to Alex Harden. That signature bucket step right there, 1-1. Lays off that right there. Alex Harden does not have his signature Croc shoes on, unfortunately. Lays off of that high pitch there. Now 3-1. Jake Oliver's got a pitch to Alex right here. That is in the play to Josh Gradwell, and he'll throw home, and he will hit the backstop barely and get the out. He almost missed the backstop.
He tried to.
And that would have been a disaster for the Enforcers, but they get out of it. 1 run comes across for the Wolfpack as we get to the top of the second. 5-1 is the score. Jake Oliver will lead it off here. 5-1 is the score here now in the top of the second inning. That ball was destroyed but foul just a little bit early on the pitch. Ian Michael will let that one go high. 1-1. Thought about it, but it'll miss. 2-1. That ball is hit a mile into the air, but playable. Ian Michael comes up with it. And that's very good news for the Wolfpack. Ian Michael starting to get into a rhythm here. 5 runs is definitely right around the average run scored per game in the AWA. Jake Oliver definitely having a good year, sitting right around 2.5 ERA. It's a little bit tougher task against Jake Oliver, but this game is not out of reach for this Wolfpack team. They just got to battle back as that is popped up. And what a play from Alex Harden. That ball looked like it was going to hit the tree. Would have been a foul ball. It curved back, and Alex Harden double clutches that to get the second out of the inning. That's a great play there from Alex Harden. Really picking up his pitcher there. And Josh Grabel will foul the first pitch off from Ian Michael.
Staying active, you know. Oh, you're right.
0-2. Another ball fouled back. Does not go. It was close, but he does not go there. An elite hold right there. 2-2 count. Josh Grabo telling Ian he's taught him everything he knows with that signature pitch. But unfortunately, it's now full count. And we're getting peppered.
What did I do to you? You got married in Italy. I'm jealous. I didn't get married. Oh, you know what I mean.
6th pitch of the at-bat.
I'm surprised though. About 65 beverages, you're still keeping that speed.
Full count. And that will. That's a walk. I said full count. He said 2-2, but I mean, if he wants to stay out there.
You know what? No, I don't.
Josh Grabel almost stayed in there when he had a walk. But now Jake Oliver will step in. Already 2 outs here for the Wolfpack. But a 2-0 count on Jake Oliver, who's been a very hard hitter to get out in this series. So far, Ian Michaels had the best success against him. Jake's hitting 1 for 3 here in Game 3. That ball is popped straight up and playable. Oh, and they can't come up with it. Miscommunication. That'll be an error on, I don't know. Maybe Alex Harden there is. That's tough. Yeah, Ian Michael saying, I think we're leading the league in errors. Yeah, that's for sure. That's not even a think. I think it's pretty consistent with the record of the teams. Wolfpack and Nighthawks lead the league in errors, and they are the bottom 2 teams. Chase Winkler will foul that straight back, now 0-1. Does not go, 1-1. Chase Winkler has a single and a grand slam to his name here in Game 3.
God damn it.
Sees a pitch right down the middle at 59, 1-2. And there's a sinker. If Ian can start to throw that a little bit higher and land it for a strike, might be a nasty pitch, as that's in play, and that spin will save Chase Winkler right there for a foul ball. Remains 2-2. Ian Michael, relatively good pitch count for wiffle ball standards here in the second inning. He's got 52 pitches.
2-2.
Average pitch count for a pitcher in the league is right around 70, 75. Seems a bit high. That's a hard hit ball to Ian Michael. He'll throw, and
Oh, hell no.
he was safe there.
Why did I clinch?
Well, look at the replay.
No, he's at first.
I think he was safe.
I feel like that was closer.
Go home there. We'll see. He was safe. Beats it by a step. So the runner will score. Chase stays at third because it's a dead ball.
Great throw.
But that's a great throw there from Chad. He was a little late to recognize it. And now Josh Gradwell will step up. The score now 6-1. It's a 2-0 count. And Ian Michael's done all the work here. He's got 2 outs, but starting to let this inning go. He wants the Wolfpack a chance. He's got to get out of this inning with as little damage as possible. 3-1 count. Does not go, and that will walk Josh Gradwell, and the bases are now loaded for none other than Jake Oliver. Jake Oliver today has made a push for the RBI crown. He's tied for second right now with 31. Leader right now, Mark Campanero, has 36. So a grand slam would put him within a 1. But kind of the numbers we saw from Mark Campanero, we thought no one would come close. And all of a sudden on Monday, Zane Phillips has a 4 home run day, ties Mark in home runs. Now, Mark's numbers for Silver Slugger are definitely much more attainable. 1-1 count. 2-1 count. Right. And that'll be a no pitch right there. 2-1 remains the count. You definitely know this from game over game. Ian Michaels definitely limited his pitch speeds as he does go right there. But a no pitch, that's tough. As we get later in games, he gets a little more frustrated about not throwing strikes. He can throw strikes at a high speed, but it's really getting those strikes at a lower velo. That's a swing right there, 2-2.
Yeah, I'll take that one. That was bad.
Gives him a little bit of a sword. I don't know if we can give him the sword there when it's not a strikeout, but we'll keep it alive here. 2-2, fouls it off.
Okay.
Hits him there now. Full count to Jake Oliver, and something's got to give here. Top of the second, 2 outs, full count, bases loaded. That ball is hanging up, and Zach Inouye, comes all the way over when that might have been Chad Curtis's ball, but no damage done there. The Enforcers get 1 run across, and it's now 6-1 as we head to the bottom of the second inning.
Chad then?
And here we go, getting ready to start the bottom of the second inning. 6-1 is the score. Enforcers are currently leading the Western Wolfpack. The Wolfpack are the home team, so they don't get all 5 runs here. They do have the bottom of the third to try and complete this comeback. Chad Curtis will look at a ball high. And that's kind of right the turning point where the Wolfpack is starting to figure it out. Taking a little more pitches from these Enforcers' elite pitching. A little bit of a missed throw there from Jake Oliver, 2-1. And so far, the Enforcers with only 2 fielders, it hasn't totally hurt them. I mean, maybe a few hits here and there that would have been fielded a little more cleanly if they had a second baseman, but 2-2 count to Chad Curtis. Outside now, full count. Jake Oliver, very efficient so far in the bottom of the second. Only has 37 pitches. Got him, strike 3. That'll be the first out of the inning for Jake Oliver, always the toughest out. Now the lineup will turn over for Ian Michael, or gosh, I keep saying Ian Michael, Zach Inouye. Inouye, Ian, so close. Zach Inouye, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Helping out his average here. He'll look at the first pitch for a ball from Jake Oliver. Just low, 2-0. It's tough over there for, because that's a hard hit ball, just foul. Tough out there for Chase Winkler, who's got to kind of phase over a little bit with no second baseman. Takes a little bit longer to get over to first base in the event of a ground ball. He's early again on those slow pitches, 2-2 count. And that's kind of how Jake Oliver messes with the hitter's timing, gives you those slow meatballs you just want to crush, and you're just unfortunately a little bit early on them. 2-2. Got him with a nasty drop ball. That'll be the second out of the inning. And now Ian Michael will step in with 2 walks to his name here in Game 3. He's been getting on base quite a bit here in this series. Doesn't have a hit in Game 3, but definitely looking to get on. As that ball's over the head of Josh Gradwall, and that right on cue is a single for Ian Michael, continuing his impressive day. Say right now the top 2 Rookie of the Year contenders are between Ian Michael and Kyle Cody of the Stingers. Trevor May definitely picking it up with that home run. Might be a third spot there for Trevor May if he can start to figure out the hitting side of things, as Alex Harden will step in. 1-0. Slider lands a bit high, 2-0. The Wolfpack want a chance to kind of complete the series win here, they're going to need to start tacking on some runs here. They will have the bottom of the third as they are the home team, but 1-6 is a pretty hefty deficit, as that's a 2-2 count. Alex Harden swings over the top of that one. I'll step out. Recollect. Here we go. Does well to fight it off. Fouls it off his foot. And they'll reset here. Sixth pitch of this at-bat. Nasty pitch right down the middle, and that will be the third out of the second. And we are headed to the top of the third inning. Enforcers looking to tack on to their 6-1 lead. Chase Winkler will lead it off for the Enforcers. 3 for 5, really breaking out here in game 3. Has that grand slam and 2 singles. And right on cue, hefty hack from the man. Ian Michael's starting to kind of develop different pitches here, as we've seen some sliders and some sinkers. You can see him looking at the grip right there, trying to figure out what he wants to throw. Hits him there. 2-1 count. That is in play. Chad, they make the play. And that could have been disastrous for the Wolfpack, but Chad will recover right there and toss over to Ian Michael. Good heads-up play from the pitcher to get over and cover first. A lot of pitchers kind of forget to do that. That's why we got the PFPs in the early off season. Pitcher fielding practice. Josh Gradwell steps in and looks at ball 1 from Ian Michael. Tuno. Fouls it off. 2-1 count here in the top of the third inning. That is a hard hit ball. Chad Curtis can't come up with it. Chad's had some difficulty over there trying to make the play for the Wolfpack at first base. Pointed to it, maybe it was a little dented. Would have been a tough play. But Josh Gradwell is aboard via a single. Jake Oliver will now step in. 1 for 5 here in game 3. So he's definitely cooled down a bit. That's ball 1, ball 2. Jake Oliver. Ball just misses low. It's 3-0 count, and the double play is set up, but double plays don't happen very often here in the AWA, unless your name is Aaron Schofield. He's turned 3 this year. Turned 1 on Monday. And now Chase Winkler will step in with runners on first and second. Second base is technically a scoring position, but not too many places you can hit it in this small park.
That was the right field one.
To score the runner from second is Chase Winkler taking that daddy hack, 1-1. Now the count, 3 for 6 in game 3. Still only 1 out here. That ball is going back, and it holds up. And like I was saying, that's one of the few places you can hit it and score the runner from second. But a nice hit right there from Chase Winkler. Chase Winkler will tack on another one. Now 7-1 is the score here on the top of the third for the Enforcers. Josh Gradwell will step in. It looked like for a second Zach Inouye almost had a play at that. He had a catch like that in the postseason last year against the Stingers. One of the all-time plays as he does go there.
I thought it was going to, that's why I went.
I Thinks about it there, but now the count is 2-1. Nice hefty hack right there, but it evens the count, 2-2. Doesn't go, now the count is full. There's no runner on. Does get him there, strike 3.
I'm just so tired of walking, there's no way I'm not swinging at that.
And that'll be the second out of the inning. Nice strike out there for me and Michael.
Okay, 2 outs now. Yep. Where are you?
There's runners at the corners.
Third.
And now Jake Oliver will step in. Walked in his last plate appearance. Ian Michael does have an empty base over at second base. There is no ghost runner there.
Oh, what are you doing?
A little bit of a half swing right there. Jake Oliver, known for first pitch swinging, it'll be 0-1. Fouls it off his foot there, 2-0, or 0-2. Big pitch right here from Ian Michael. It's a nice little sinker right there, but he doesn't get Jake Oliver to chase. Jake Oliver definitely a little more picky when he's in that 0-2 count. Doesn't want to chase. That's in play. He'll knock it down. Throw over to first. Call on the field is safe, but we will look at the replay. And I think he might have got him by half a step. Well, it's very close. And he's out by half a step. And that's a great play there to recover from Ian Michael. And we'll head to the bottom of the third. 7-1 remains the score.
That's in 7-1 the score. Pitch right there, but Luke is going 1-1. Oliver doing very well here in game number 3, only after making out with 1 run. Yeah, I caught him there, 1-2. That's Curtis over 1 with a walk and a strikeout here in game number 3.
Fouls it off.
Did you hit that? No.
Oh, I guess he didn't hit that. Strike 3. Was going to give him the benefit of a doubt there, but I guess it was off his foot there. Or off his leg. So that'll be a quick out number 1 for the Wolfpack. Thought for sure that was a foul ball, but I guess the noise we heard was off his leg. And now Zach Inouye will step in. 1 for 3 here in game number 3. Jake Oliver trying to close this thing out. Get the Enforcers the best record in the AWA. Misses high there, ball 1. Or 3-0. That'll be a 4-pitch walk to my gosh, I keep saying it, Zach Inouye. Now Ian Michael. 1 for 1. Haven't been able to get him out here. Game number 3, 2 walks and a single. Best hitter on this Wolfpack team right now. Ian Michael hit his 2nd home run of the year in game 2. Ball bounces for a ball, 1-0. Two and 0. Bit of a spike right there, and kind of noticed Jake often when he's facing the best hitter on a team, he'll start saying stuff like, dang it, gosh darn it, but usually it's a purposeful ball. So that would have been ball 4, but Ian Michael looking to swing right there now. 3-1 count. And he'll hold off. Now runners on first and second, and team captain Alex Harden will step in, looking to break this deficit in half. They're definitely not out of it yet. Big at bat here for team captain Alex Harden, who had a prolific career up to this point. Ball's just inside, 1-0. Just out in front of that one. That might have been the pitch to hit, 1-1. A slow breaker right there, doesn't break all the way, and Alex Harden lays off of it. 2-1 count. Got a little bit of a crow flyover happening, but it'll be ball 3, 3-1. Alex Harden over 3 here in game 3 with a strikeout, a fielder's choice, and another strikeout. And he's aboard. Bases loaded now for Chad Curtis. Looking for a little of a redemption after striking out. His first at bat in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Fastball misses inside, 1-0. Nice little slider right there at 55, 1-1 count to Chad Curtis. Right down the middle, 1-2. And Jake Oliver turns on his A game when Chad Curtis steps up. Whoa. Off the head for a catch. That's impressive. Thank you. Talking to myself. It'll be 2-2 count. Got him, strike 3 on the breaking screwball for the 2nd out. Jake Oliver gets a much needed strikeout. The lineup will turn over for Zach Inouye, who walked his last plate appearance. And if you can get Zach Inouye on, it starts to get a little interesting with Ian Michael on deck, who has not been able to been getting out by this Enforcers team, and Jake Oliver. That's a hard hit ball, and he can't come up with it. He'll tag Chad Curtis. And that will end the game. So the Wolfpack get 1 run, but ultimately the Enforcers win the series, win games 1 and 2 after a blowout in game 1, and a 7-1 victory in game 2. And with that, the Enforcers tie the Pilots for the best record in the AWA at 11-7, and the Wolfpack, unfortunately, fall to 4-14, but definitely, as bad as it sounds, better than they were a year ago. We will be back on Monday, July 1st, and we'll be off for the rest of the week as we kick off Week 7. Thank you, everyone, and good night.